What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rome 2 Total War, or Total War Rome 2, or Rome Total War 2? 2? Total War... some combination of those words. Anyway, we're playing as the Caledones, and yeah, we're doing alright, actually, I think. Last week, we started off with a complete and utter failure because we decided to take on these bastards, and, they completely ruined us. Like, immediately. Completely. Game over. So, we started again, and we've just been kind of like ignoring them. So, they seem to be ignoring us, and we are just ignoring them. So, I think it's working out quite well for us so far. But we have these guys who have come all the way from Ireland, all the way from Eblana. They've sailed their way up here, and they're just kind of moving around this side over here, and not really doing anything. So, I'm not really sure what they're planning. I would imagine they're wanting to try and take us, but they probably see this and thought better of it, because, I mean, you would think better of it if you were to come across and see that. So I think they may disappear, but I'm not too keen on taking my armies away for them to just then try and take Caledones. So I think we'll wait on them, see what they do, whether they attack us or whether they retreat back to Eblana, and then, depending on that, we'll either kill them up here and then head towards Eblana, or we'll just head down there and try and take that from them. But we have this full-sized army sitting here, all readied up and good to go with our king. And we also have this second army who's just kind of positioned to protect Caledones from these guys down here. But I don't really know if they do a great job, because we don't really have that many. Only nine units in total, which, given that they've got a full army, if they were to attack this army, they'd probably win. So, yeah, we're kind of a bit of a dangerous position, purely on the basis that we only have one location. I think we really need to quickly get another location, so that we have a bit of protection. So if we lose one, we won't just completely end the game. So, yeah, I think Eblana, probably the easiest. Then we might even look at trying to take Wales. This place looks like it might be takeable. But there's not too much to do around here, unless we were to sail all the way across to, like, Norway. We could go and try and take this place. But I'm not too keen on going that far this early on in the game. So I think we'll probably try and get Ireland, and then we'll make a decision as to what to do at that stage. But we're not making too much money at the moment. I don't really know how to see... Trade and finance? I think this is one. Yeah. So we're not making too much. We're only making 120 odd coins per turn. And mainly that comes down to the fact we've got, like, our army is at its pretty much maximum point. If we make any more units, we're going to start losing money. So we have to kind of be careful here. We could increase our tax, but I'm not really wanting to do that this early on and then have to face potential rebellions. Public order is actually really good. But I think we'll just kind of maintain what we've got at the moment and not push it too far this early on in the game. So I think we'll just kind of end turn and see what these guys decide to do. Right, they moved up here, which is what they did at the end of last week's video, which makes me think that I was a turn behind where I actually ended the game last week. But that hasn't really changed anything. They're still just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Our public order is even better now in Caledones, so maybe that's because the sun's come out, it's not snowing anymore. Maybe they're happier. But we're actually... No, we're not. We're making a little bit extra per turn. Not really sure how that's happened. But, yeah, I think we might want to go and try and take these guys out. I'm not sure if we can just fight them there. Have we naval battle? They've run away. Of course they have. Cowardice bastards. Right. Well, they've cleared off halfway up the side of Scotland, so we're just going to kind of maybe chase them, because I think we've got pretty much a guaranteed chance of beating them. We're twice the size. Twice. So I think we should be able to take them out, and once we do take them out, then this should become much easier to take. We might have to replenish some men, but I'm not too sure whether it's necessary, because I think this place is actually not too heavily defended. I had my spy over there, and I brought him back to have a look at what was going on over here, but I think I might just send him back over here just to keep a constant eye on what's actually happening. But I think we'll just end turn again. I think this is probably what's going to happen quite a lot in the early stages of this, is just ending turn quite a bit and seeing what everybody else does. And then once we build up ourselves to the point where we could actually sort of stage an offensive, then we probably have the upper hand. But they are trying to run away. I'm not sure it'll work for them. But yeah, I think we're trying to like just kind of maintain ourselves, get ourselves a bit more stable, and then we can look at going forth and taking on the world. Right, what is our research looking like? So we've got one. Right, we've got like a few technologies. Do we want to take another war technology, or do we want to do something more economical? I think I'll get that. Plus 1% growth in all provinces per turn, which would be quite useful, and minus 2% provincial capital and minor settlement main chain construction. I have no idea what that means. It seems like we save money, so I'll take that, and that's another 2 turns until we get that. And I think, yeah, we'll just kind of keep building, keep making stuff. Right, so why can't we move? We've ended turn, but we can't move. Any particular reason for that? No idea. Okay, alright, well, we'll just end turn again, then, I suppose. And I'd actually like to say thanks. Right, they've finally landed. But anyway, I was going to say, I'd like to say thanks to everybody after like the whole Empire Total War fiasco. Like the comments in the last week's video, the first episode of this, were like totally amazing to see. Like everybody's like, you know, kind of disappointed that the Empire things ended, but the support that like, you know, this series has been shown in its first episode was really good to see. So thank you for that, and hopefully it continues living up to the Empire Total War series. That would be pretty good, because like we went a long way in that series, and yeah, this has got a long way to go to kind of catch up with that. But it's in the early days, and hopefully we'll get there. These guys can barely move any distance. They went from here to here. Like, what? How has that cost you so much move? Anyway, right, they have landed. Not sure they really want to have landed. I think they're just trying to get away from us in any way they could, to be honest. But we've kind of cornered them in this little peninsula bit here. So I think we'll see what they do. They may move inland. They might try and run away in the boats again. But we'll just kind of keep chasing them. I think that's probably our best option right now. Ah, right, okay. Well, that's an interesting move. Not one I would have like thought you would have done. Seems a bit of a stupid move. You have positioned yourselves right beside... We still can't catch them though. Like, how is that? They move so much faster than us. Right, well, we'll just pin you in there then, you little rats. We'll eventually catch them, hopefully. But our new technology has finally, well, I say finally, has been researched after 2 turns, so we need another one. Let's go for that. Why not? And we'll just end turn again. We've already ended turn like 4 times in this video, but it's basically what's just going to have to happen for the next foreseeable future until these guys eventually decide that they're going to actually battle us, rather than just running away constantly. Alright, where are you going? And you just run away again. They just keep managing to run away from us. Can these guys reach them? Not quite. Okay, didn't realise I forgot about this. So there's different stances you can take which increase and decrease certain things. If we put them into March stance, it increases our campaign move range, but we lose morale. And we also can't initiate battles, which is a bit annoying. Right. What's best to do here? I think if we move up here, then these guys would move up this direction. We might be able to pin them in the corner. Or they'll come back this way, in which case we might be able to get them with these guys. I mean, these guys can almost get there, but not quite. So I think if we possibly just chase them up this direction, I think even if they go up here, we might still be able to reach them. I think that's the only place they can go to stay away from us. But I'm guessing they're in the marching stance, so their morale's going to be down. But they also can't attack us because they're in that stance. I think it's the only way they're able to get away from us. So they've run away all the way back across there. Are we able to reach them over there? We might have to bring our second army and try and pin them in somehow. No, we can't reach them because positioned themselves in an annoying place. So I'm going to move here. I'm going to make this army move out over to here. And we're just going to try and pin them in. Ah, so they're finally attacking us. We have a pretty hefty chance of winning this. Although, our numbers are very level. In fact, they're not quite. We've got 30 more men than them. But it's showing us as having a much greater advantage over them. So I think I'll just auto-resolve this. And it was a close victory. Oh no, the predictions are for a close victory. And we have 75% remaining force. So I think we'll go aggressive, because I think that seems to give us the best chances of keeping our men alive. So we did get a close victory. We lost 426 men, they lost 744. So we've got about double the men of them remaining. In fact, more than double men than them remaining. And we've managed to capture 136, which we can do certain things with. Right. So we have three options. We can either release our captives, we can enslave them, or we can just kill them. Now, we are Scottish evil people, right? Don't know why that. But I'm not going to kill them. I'm going to enslave them. Because I feel that's worse. I feel like enslaving people is probably a more awful thing to happen to you than just being outright killed. So, yeah, we're going to enslave them. We're going to send them to the corners of our empire, which are not very far away. But we'll send them away up somewhere, and they can go there and do some hard labour, because it seems like the type of thing that enslaved people would probably do. Right, and we shall finish them off. I'll resolve this. Just go straight at them, murder them. Good stuff. We lost 35 men. Absolutely none. We shall kill those 23 men. They're dead. Our king has increased in rank, and we'll send these guys back into Caledones, where I'm not sure, how do we replenish? Do they just automatically replenish? Ah, right, yeah, they do. Cool, okay, don't have to worry about it. They just automatically replenish, because I think they're just because they're inside their own territory. So now, we shall look at taking... Why do you move so fucking slowly? Put you into march mode, right. Head down there. So 2 or 3 turns and we'll be able to get all the way down to here. And they only have a half an army sitting inside Iblana and one unit in a ship for some reason. Our spy is nearby, so we'll send him in to sabotage something. Poison the wells. Go on, son. He failed. He failed. Of course he failed. Why would he win? Right. So we'll make our way down there. And hopefully absolutely annihilate these people and actually take somewhere, which would be a good start. We're only like 28 turns into this, so you know, not a massive amount. And okay, not researching anything. At least it warns us. At least it warns us that we're not researching. Right, I'll get a war-based technology this time as opposed to economic. Well, I don't really know what that means. Well, I kind of know what that means, but I'm not really sure what that entails. So, like, are we just is civil war a thing that might just happen? Not too sure. Right. Anyway, we shall take these guys and we shall just sail our way down here. And we're able to upgrade our city. So I think we'll do that. What can we build? We'll build an artisan's lodge, which allows us to recruit sword band. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll have a band of swordmen, as opposed to our spearmen that we currently have. I think it's just spearmen. What have we got? What are these guys? Yeah, okay, we've already got sword band. Why do we need a place to build? Have we already got a thing for... We do already have one. Right, okay. Well, we're not going to build another one then, are we? Right, we'll build... Do we have Briton skirmishers? Who are you? You are a Briton... Oh, he's a slinger. Okay. So we can build that, which would give us skirmishers. Okay, why not? We'll build that. Right. So that's getting built. And we'll just end turn again. Because there is absolutely nothing else to do at this stage. Right, what can we do? Can we kill their... Can we try and assassinate somebody? Let's try and poison the boy. Enemy assassinated. Doulos, look at that. That's our enemy. That was our enemy. That little rat was our enemy, and he's now dead. So, yeah, that was quite successful. They've probably just replaced him with somebody else, like, immediately. But, yeah, I suppose that was probably quite a good thing to do. Maybe. Perhaps. We'll find out at some point. Ah, they're chasing us back. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. They have... Even though we have a ton more men than them, they still have a massive advantage over us, so we're just going to run away. Right, they can't catch us, good. Not too sure where they're going. They've like cleared away over this direction. So the elders have tried to kill our king, and they failed, but they did inflict some non-fatal wounds. Interesting. Right, so we now need a new leader because our leader has been wounded and has to leave. So I'm guessing this boy with his massive horns. Let's give him a horse this time. I think horses move better. So we now have our new leader, General something or other. Lucterius, the general. So, yeah, that army that attacked us, well, it was in a ship, but it attacked us, and it's now gone away over this direction. I don't know where they've gone. I don't really want to chase them, because for some reason it was giving them a much better chance of beating us than we were beating them. Right, I'm going to change my plan. I'm going to come from the north and come down this way on land rather than through the sea, because I'm not too keen on that. And then we'll hopefully be able to kill them and secure it that way. We have built that thing. Still got another turn on our research. Is that what we built? I think that's what we might have built. I think our city expanded out to here. So one of the things I quite like about this game is like the cities actually expand and like kind of reflect what's going on a bit more than they did in Empire and stuff like that. So when you get to a massive city, they are actually massive. I don't know if you can see anything over here. No, I can't see anything. But yeah, some of the cities like can get absolutely huge, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think we'll just end turn again. This is going to be just a lot of ending turns. Alright, so that army has come back, but they're in quick march or double time or whatever, so they can't actually attack us. And if we just come around here, get on land, and then we'll just make our way down and try and take this. Meanwhile, we may be at danger of losing this. So we might need to look at recruiting. Right, we can now get our Briton skirmishers and scout raiders as well. So I think we'll just... Right, we can't afford anymore. Right, we'll get some skirmishers. I can get some of them as well. Right. Spends all of our money. We've now got absolutely no money left. And we're going to be a bit on edge because our income is not great at this moment in time. We might actually be worth increasing our taxes very slightly. Which one is it? This one. Just increasing our tax very so slightly. So that gives us more money. Public order's gone down. What if we increase it further? Public order's now -1, and it doesn't give us all that much more money. So I think there is quite a nice little level. So I think we make more money, and our public order's still acceptable. So yeah, I think that's probably the best option here. So we're now making just under 200 coins per turn as opposed to 100 odd. So yeah, that's probably pretty good, and we'll just end turn again and see if we can get to whatever the place in Ireland's called before these guys manage to get to Eladon and take it, if that's what they're going to plan. I don't know if they're just going to try and chase us, which may be their plan, but I don't know if it'll work, because if we can get to their place first, then they don't have anybody there. We can just walk in. So they are... Okay, so they do look like they're heading for Eladon. It's going to be a bit of a race, and they will get to Eladon first, but we have walls, which means that we can withstand an attack for quite a while before they actually take us. Oh, okay, we've got to go all the way around that way. Okay, wonderful. Well, at least we're making our way. So, one more turn and we'll get to here, but I think it'll take another turn to actually attack it, because we can't attack whilst we're in this stance. These guys are also in this stance, so it means that they can't attack us at the end of this turn, probably. But it is very likely they're going to attack Eladon. So I think if we just recruit... We're not even making any money because we've recruited those units. We're now making absolutely no money at all. So we can't really afford to recruit anyone else just yet. And they're coming back. They've changed their mind. They've realised that we're actually quite a dangerous position right now. That we're able to get to them in the next turn or so. And yeah, they could be in quite a dangerous position. Right, I don't want to use the agent, I want to use this guy. So we're not able to attack in this current stance. So I think we have to go back to normal stance, but we can't quite reach in one turn. How far can these guys go? They can get to there. So I think if we're able to, if we just go into march stance, we can only get to there anyway. So it'll be as well doing that in normal stance. And then next turn, we shall attack this place and hopefully take it before these guys get back. Because they can only get to here at the end of this turn. And then we'll be able to attack it. And if we can, like, given there's nobody there, we should be able to just take it. And then I think this army will just disband because they've got, well, that'll end them. Yeah, and then we'll have Ireland, which will be very nice. So I think we'll just immediately end turn again and see if we're able to do that. Right, they've just sailed off into the mist, but they're not interested in any way, apparently, of stopping us from taking their one and only place. So yeah, it seems like a bit of an idiotic thing to do, but we are in position, and they've also taken the one unit that was there that could have possibly done something. I mean, that's not going to do anything, let's be honest, but at least they would have had a unit there. Now the place is just completely empty, and we're able to just walk in. These guys have somehow popped up from nowhere, but we have been given the biggest chance ever. I don't know what encircle does. Surround the settlement and wait out the defender. No, we don't want to do that. We want to auto-resolve, and just go gung-ho at them and murder them and take the place. We captured 205 men, and we're just going to... Right, okay, what can we do? Right, so we can either occupy it, which will give us -5 public order, and I don't really know what that means. Conquest, -20. Provincial instability, -1 per turn to -5. Or we can raise it, which gives us more money, but our public order goes down a bit more. I think we'll just occupy it for now. Well, I'll say for now. We only get one chance at it unless we lose it again. So we have occupied it, and we have taken ourselves Iblana. So these guys are still here, but they're losing men. Not really sure how that's happened, like how they lose men, but they're losing men apparently. But we now have this place, so this is now ours. Public order is -17, but that should sort itself out in a turn or so. Yeah, so we've got -20 public order for the next turn only, and then we have -1 per turn provincial instability. I'm not really sure. So yeah, public order should sort itself out in the next couple of turns. But yeah, I think so far looking all right. Right, this place is looking like it could be possible for taking. They do look quite a difficult place to take, given that they've got about 2/3 of a full army. Well, actually 19 out of 20, so almost a full-sized army. So that would be quite a challenge to take that. Don't know what this place is like. It might be easy, might be difficult. I think at this stage everywhere is pretty much difficult. Right, so we now actually own both of these two locations inside this one area. So we own Caledones and Iblana, both inside Caledonia et Hibernia, which is it's basically Scotland and Ireland. So these two places are linked. I think all of these 4 locations make up Britannia as well. Yeah, so all of these 4 locations make up Britannia. So we have this entire area. All this region is ours. So we actually are able to do something. We're able to do like an edict, I think it said. I'm not sure how. Right, okay, here we go. So basically we can either like look at getting more money. We can increase our tax rate by 15%, or increase well, it says tax rate. I'm not sure. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because surely increasing your tax rate would put public order down. Increasing tax income would be nice. Anyway, party loyalty. So we get 10% loyalty to political party ruling this province. We can get bread and games, which gives us +4 food and +4 public order. Not too interested in that because we've got 15 food at the moment, so we're alright. Plus 20% wealth from all commercial buildings and reduced slave population decline. Okay. And migration, plus 5 growth per turn and minus 15% unit recruitment cost. So I think we'll go with that because we're trying to build up our units, so we're trying to build up our armies. And that will save us quite a lot of money, and we'll also get more public growth as well. So our places will build faster, and we'll be able to do more in a shorter period of time. So I think that's probably quite a good one to go for. So that now affects both of these two locations. So we can now recruit men at a lower cost, which will be very useful, and will also be able to grow our cities faster as well. So, although having said that, public order has been decreased in both of these places. So because we took this, and it's given us that public order decline bonus. It's not really a bonus, but because we've got minus 20 conquest for the next turn, that affects both places, interestingly. So public order in the Caledones gone down as well. Anyway, we'll end turn and see what happens. Should be alright for the next turn or so. Right, these lads, these Welsh bastards, have declared war on us, so we're going to have to go and batter them. To be fair, I was going to probably go after them anyway. These guys are coming. Okay. Wow. Why are you so likely to beat us? So, they actually have more men than us, but the game's given them a massive, I'll say massive advantage. It's given them quite a big advantage. What's this looking like? So, we can go very aggressive and it will give us a very high chance of winning, but we will lose a lot of men. But it looks like regardless we're going to lose a lot of men here. Right, you know what, I'm just gonna let it work out. So we got a piratic victory. Pyrrhic victory? I don't really know what that means. Anyway, we've won. We did lose 1,000 men. Well, 1,108 to be precise. But they lost 1,514. And we have double the number they have remaining. And we also captured 186 of them, which we will kill immediately! Bastards, they can run away. So, yeah, we're now going to have to try and replenish ourselves, which I don't think we can do very quickly. I think that's just something that happens over time. But we have seen off that army, which is the best thing that can happen right now. So, we've got this. We are replenishing 24 turns until this unit's fully replenished. Are you taking the piss? Are we able to replenish them any quicker? Are we able to merge? Apparently not. Oh, we are. Okay, so we've merged our army down, which now means we can actually recruit units in this place, which would be quite good. So we'll just recruit some men. Oh no, I was completely wrong. Men replenished per turn is 29. Turns until this unit is fully replenished is only 4, which isn't too bad. If it was 29 or 20 odd, that would be absolutely outrageous. But 4 turns, I think we can live with 4 turns. But I think merging them down saves us quite a bit of time, quite frankly, because now in the next 4 turns we're able to recruit basically a full army again. So we're able to get ourselves back up to 20 units, which would be nice. And then we can look at taking on these bastards, these Welsh bastards that have decided that we're the ones that they want to declare war on. Right, I think we'll send our spy over to Wales to go and have a wee investigation of this place. See if we can sabotage something. What can we do? Poison the wells again? I think we'll try that, see if we can kill another rat. And then, yeah, that would be quite nice. If we could, well, actually, where's their army gone? Their army has disappeared. So I'm not sure where they've gone. Whether they've gone away up this way and possibly going to come around like this to attack us, or what they're going to do. But the army that was sitting inside Moradunian has completely vanished. So no idea where they've gone. Does leave the door open for us, but we still aren't really in a position to actually go and take them yet. But it will happen, hopefully soon. But I think we'll just end turn again, because there's very little to do at the moment. That army still hasn't come back, so I have no idea where they've gone. But we shall sabotage this place, we'll poison the wells, hopefully we win. And we killed another rat! Good stuff. Right, so the rat is dead, and that should affect public order or morale, so it'll do something, hopefully. Right, so are we at war with these guys? I don't think we are. What is our our diplomacy looking like? So, these guys are now annoyed at us. They're hostile, but oh, they are at war with us. Wonderful, absolutely bloody wonderful. So these guys somehow ended up at war with us. Not really sure how that's happened. I don't know if that was the same time these bastards went to war with us. So I think at the moment we're just going to have to keep going until we attack. Actually, that's what's happened. These guys are the same as these guys. So these Diamani boys have actually gone and taken over Ibaricon, which we couldn't take last time. So we're now going to have to look at trying to up our armies in Eladon, because it's very possible that the army that was sitting here has made its way up this direction and is actually going to come towards Eladon for try and take that off of us. So we're going to have to try and just make sure that that doesn't happen. So we'll just recruit a ton of people. I think that's pretty much all our money spent on that one army, and that will recruit that. I think we'll almost, we're only 3 units away. After 2 turns we'll be 3 units away from filling up that entire army. But we also can research another technology, so I think we'll get another military technology because we've been kind of focusing on all of our economic stuff. So you can get a battering ram, or we can get boiling oil. I think we'll go for boiling oil because none of these places have like walls yet, so battering rams are not all that important. I think we're the only place in the UK, in like Britannia, to actually have walls. Like we can't see this place. And we can see here, which doesn't have walls. This place doesn't have walls, and I don't think this place has walls. No, this place doesn't have anything either. So we're the only place in the entirety of Great Britain that does not have walls. That does have walls. So that's quite good. Means that this place should be quite a challenge for anybody to take. Although, having said that, we lost it pretty much immediately last week, so that's a thing. But we'll try and do a better job this week. So yeah, I think it might be worth actually sending my spy up this direction just to kind of see what's going on in the next turn, see what this place is doing, given that we're now at war with them. Be interested to see how many men are actually there. But we'll end turn again, and well, they might come and attack us, but I'm hoping that they don't before we have the time to build our units. And they are coming, wonderful, and they have besieged us. Even better. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so our settlement's now under siege. Send our spy. Okay, he's been blocked by this army. We'll just ignore them for now. We'll continue sending our spy up north just to have a look. But yeah, I don't think we stand any chance really of taking on this lad. Oh, actually we do. Actually we do. So we have 1,350 men. They have almost 2,000, yet the game's giving us a pretty hefty advantage there. So we'll see if we can auto-resolve it. Very high chance of winning. So I think we'll just go aggressive again, because it gives us the best chance of keeping as many men alive as possible. Will be a close victory, but I think... Oh no, we've actually got more men, because we've got another 1,000 men reinforcing from the garrison. So yeah, we've actually got more men in them by a couple hundred. About 400. So yeah, looks like a pretty solid win for us. So we'll just take them on. See them off. So we had ourselves a close victory. We did lose 793 men, but they lost 1,570, leaving them just under 400. We still have 1,500 men remaining. So we'll kill their captives, and they can clear off. So Eladon lives for another day. Meanwhile, that battle-scarred army is now back in Ibaricon. And yeah, I think it may be worth actually just chasing them because of how little men they had left. I think that's possibly the best option here. So we can't chase them because we've already just finished our turn. So I think we'll wait another turn, we'll see what happens. We've got our spy here, we can go and have a look. These armies have barely no men, but it's kind of leaving us in a bit of a position because we can't really go anywhere. So I might just go and attack them and just finish them off. So they've run away. Auto-resolve. Take a balanced stance. That's a man floating in the ocean. But they have disappeared, so we only lost 12. They lost 112. So we'll enslave the remainder, and we'll go and try and take these guys on at some point as well. Yeah, I think it's going quite well so far. Yeah, we've managed to take India. And what? Where did my brain get India? What? Right, oh, for God's sake. Right, anyway. Yeah, I think that probably calls it a week, to be honest. When you start calling Ireland India, I think that's time to just leave it. So yeah, I think we'll call that a week. So we managed to take Ireland, aka India, from the whatever these guys are, not even the Ibdani, yeah, the Ibdani, which may have actually had this place. I'm not sure. No, I think they were different. Anyway, we've managed to take Ireland from these guys, and we've pretty much eradicated them. Meanwhile, these Diamani boys, Demete. Anyway, they've managed to take this place, which we failed at taking last week, and had to quietly restart. Well, not so quietly, but we had to restart, and yeah, they've managed to take this, and then they decided that Caledones was the next target, which they failed at taking massively. And they've now retreated their way back into this place. So we will probably chase them down next week and try and take this as well, given that they're pretty heavily battle-scarred. And then once we've taken that, then it's probably on to try and take this place. Not a massive army sitting down here, just a small 8 units, so I think that's pretty takeable, especially with this army. So I think we'll try and just end these guys once and for all, and then we'll head down and try and take this. And we'll take our army from Caledones and try and take this. And then that's us pretty much got most of the UK. We only have 2 places left to try and take. And then that's us got all of Grand Britannia, which will be very nice to have. And then we can try and focus on trying to take some more places. Well, I don't know if I'll take anywhere in Europe immediately. Possibly go over and try and take the Viking territories of Norway and places like that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. See what our best odds are at taking places. And then once we have a good grasp on things, then we'll make a decision as to who our next enemies will be. But first, we've got to take out these guys, which may be harder than I first make it sound. But that's going to call it a week. So if you enjoyed this video, then give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe as well if you're new around here and want to keep up to date with all my stuff. Then hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys next week. So until then, cheerio.